Hey, kindergarten teachers, and welcome to this week's Tidbits. Just a reminder, as always, your bit.ly is located in that bottom left corner to check out our book creator book. And also, there's a link to all of the deep dive videos for the kindergarten PLC deep dives to check out. So again, this week we will be talking about February 10th. If you go to this table of contents or quick access page, you can just click open page for February 10th and it will take you to this landing page just to let us know what week we are talking about, which is February 10th through February 14th, getting towards Valentine's Day. And kind of crazy that we are in the middle of our month of February already. For skills block, we'll be finishing up module 3, cycle 13, and then moving into cycle 14. For modules, we'll be starting module 3, unit 2. So for modules, for our first lessons, students will really be unpacking and discovering that unit 2 guiding question, talking about living and non-living things, and collaborating with how people are depending on trees to meet their needs. Moving into lesson 2, students will begin some of their writing with how those living things depend on trees. Lesson 3, students will take a look at some riddles and they need to guess or figure out using different adjectives and verbs what the riddle is describing. Students are going to read and listen to Be a Friend to Trees to determine what the main idea or the main purpose of that section is of the book, which will be focusing on how trees are used for shelter, air, water, and food, while expanding some of their vocabulary that they're learning. In lesson 4, students are going to start using some shared research and learning how to take notes, making sure that you are explicitly modeling what does that mean to take notes and how do we use those. Inside on this book, you could see a screenshot of one of the rubrics that can be found on All Things Literacy. This rubric will support you for any student practice pages, whether they're working inside of their workbooks or completing an independent task. That way you have something to measure to track student progress. Moving into skills block, you are going to be finishing up that cycle 13. So taking a look at interactive sentence building. This is going to be crucial to be helping our students with sharing the pen. So allow our students to practice sounding out their words together, segmenting the words, and that's going to help their PSF scores as we get to our Dibbles assessment. Moving into lesson 70, they're going to be introducing chaining. Chaining can be done a couple of different ways. On whiteboard, student could use paper and pencil, but make sure that you're modeling what this looks like so students can understand this new instructional practice. Lesson 71 will be focused on that engagement text to decodables. Again, with the decodable readers, making sure that the teacher is explicitly reading the engagement text. The teacher is not reading that decodable text. That is for the students to practice with that spelling pattern that they've been learning. So make sure you're reading the engagement text aloud to students, and then they can work on identifying some of those words within the engagement text that follow the specific pattern that they've been learning about. Then moving into lesson 72, our phoneme blending and segmentation. This lesson is going to become crucial for our kindergarten students, especially before they move into that first grade, making sure that they're having an understanding of how to blend and how to segment those sounds. One resource that can be useful for our students is our phonics speed drills that are located in All Things Literacy in the Skills Block Station Rotation section or in the Kindergarten Skills landing page. These phonics speech drills can be used for students to work on blending, can work on fluency within whatever cycle that they're working on based on their microphase. Make sure to take a look at your microphase data and your Dibbles data and start adjusting those student groups and microphases. Look forward to being back next week and have a great week, kindergarten.